Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of the Skylanders Imaginators Soul Seekers series here on my channel. Now with this series nearing a close, it's time for us to have to tackle the inevitable Rat Kingdom. As you can tell, I have the level right here, and boy have I been dreading it. From the moment we started this series, this was the part of the series that I was looking forward to the absolute least. But dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. It's as the same famous man, or mad titan should I say, once said, I am inevitable. And as is Rat Kingdom. So enough of the Thanos quotes, let's load this level in and get it over and done with. At least, once this is over and done with, all we have to do is go back and triple star few stars we were missing on the Adventure Pack levels, that being Thumper Moompa Islands and Abandoned Amusement Park. That's not an Adventure Pack level. Here I am lying to you all. No, it's Thumper Moompa Islands and the Griffin Park Observatory. Another level I dread so much, I dare not speak its name. So yes, after we've triple starred those Adventure Pack levels, all will be left is for Lair of Kaos and the Abandoned Amusement Park, both of which are going to be saved for the finale. So that means that for the 45th episode, the one between this episode and the last one, it's going to be dedicated to a compilation of grinding out Imaginite chests. So the Imaginite that we're missing, we're going to grind out the arenas in this game, and we are going to basically speed through those hours upon hours of footage to check out what obviously Imaginite has earned along the way. Now that being said, Undead is stronger here, so let's bring out none other than our Undead Knight, our very originally named Undead Knight. It took me several brain cells to come up with such a ludicrous name as this one. But yes, oh, should I say lucrative? That is the word I was looking for. Apparently I can't grammar right now. Boom! Take him out. Well, not take him out, but at least cause some damage. Oh yeah, this is awesomeness at its finest. That's what I'm talking about. Let's, destroy that and then flip the switch. I had it come in for Look At Me Funny. That switch just... I really don't like the way it looked at me, so it deserved to be flip-flopped. That's how switches work. That's how we take our revenge against switches that look at me funny. We simply flip the switch. I don't know exactly how the switch feels about that. Maybe we're doing it a favour, Maybe it was itching a little bit. It was just itching to be moved, so we rewarded its terrible behaviour by staring at me, because obviously no one ever taught those switches that it's rude to stare at people. So yes, it's terrible behaviour. It could even be a reward. I don't know, it's an inanimate object. I can't exactly ask it how it's feeling about me having switched it right there. I don't know if that's a violation to it or a privilege. And yet here I am, clearly admitting that the switch is inanimate, and here I am personifying it all the same. Who's more insane here, me or the switch? Clearly it's a switch, by the way. That was a rhetorical question. So let's flip another switch. Once again, it had it come in for Look At Me Funny. And we have puzzles also to have to deal with. Great! How I love puzzles, especially the puzzles in this level. It's definitely not the puzzles which have me dreading this level. Oh, no, definitely not. Okay, let's see if we can get this fella out of here before we even, get close to approaching it. Hold on, I think I might be onto something. Nope, I wasn't. I was not onto anything at all. I tell a fib, a lie. Actually, no. Now we can kill it, and I can get to the water. I really need this water. There we go. That's more like it. Let's see if we can reunite all these fellas first. Just like that. Pretty sweet. And now we got to not go that way. Go the correct way for starters. So we can put that out. And that will finally get us to where we need to be. Bingo! Oh, that's, I was going to say pop inside then, but we need a key first, actually. So how's about we acquire that along the way? And also flip another switch, because the level is just obsessed with me having to do that over and over again, because clearly doing the same thing over and over again isn't going to drive me insane whatsoever. Oh, hi bugs, bye bugs. Boom! Shaketh of the ruinous. Oh, more things for me to kill. Nice. I love killing things. Killing things is a very awesome pastime of mine. Boom, boom. Shake the room. Oh, yeah. Take it out some more. Sweet. Now, we're not going to speak to our softcore friend just yet, because that's how we get out of there. And as much as I want to get out of here, we're not going to get out of here without first having collected all the pieces of the Bathroom Break set, because unfortunately the only way to acquire said pieces is through Rat Kingdom. That's why that's the only reason we're doing this in the first place, so we can complete the Bathroom Break set. Much like how the candy Fantastic set is exclusive to the Tech Sensei realm. The Bathroom Break set is exclusive to the Rat Kingdom. That is the Rat Kingdom treasure. Don't ask me why a bathroom set is defined as a treasure. I don't know, just go with it, I guess. Anyway, now that we're up here, we can pop back there. Not back there, even. I've got a platform, I've at least got to do it correctly. And now we have double keys. How fantastic is that? So, we have all of the areas opened to us now, and that just means that we have to go through each one individually to acquire the treasures we're after. Even though in this case that's literal treasure, and I would prefer an Imaginate chest with the bathroom break set pieces that I'm looking for, rather than just an area of nothingness. But clearly the game, it doesn't care what I want. Oh, selfie spot. Don't mind if we do. I mean, that's a very good looking squirrel right there, but my gallery is probably full. No, it's not, I tell a lie. Let's pop in there. Okay, there's a treasure. That's nice. I could go for some treasure right now. Don't mind if we do. Even though the Undead Knight might be fully upgraded already, I'm not yet sure. But the treasure is still going to go, of course, all the same. Why would you just die? Give me just one favour, game, and just like that, you have an awesome Imaginate piece. It's awesome because it's going to be part of the backroom break set. The plunger is, that means we're only missing 3 more pieces. That is how the math works, you know. 4 minus 1 is 3. Oh! Okay, that's weird. I'm going to get out of here now before that random enemy kills off my Undead Knight, because it's capable of doing so, and I do not like that. Not one bit. So we get to pop all the way back over here again. It's like we're going around in circles. The game is just really driving me to the edge of my sanity over here. But luckily, I was going to say this should have an Imaginate just behind it, but it didn't. It didn't. You hear me, guys? It didn't. And now I'm sad. I really wanted another bathroom break set piece, but the video game said no. So let's pop through here, because this is where we can use our secondary key that we've acquired. Die! Now, where's some food when you really did? Every single area in this level is of the undead element, so I don't even have the opportunity right now to swap out from my Undead Knight before it gets brutally massacred by these frickin' rat enemies that, you know, I really love rat enemies. They're fantastic. Oh, but the level up is coming in clutch, because that means we have healed ourselves up. And I've even increased our maximum health a long way. So let's open that up. Pop over here, because you know, it's very hard to do that without popping, and by popping I mean jumping, but pop is an alternative word for a jump, I guess. I don't know, I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. Oh yay, another one of these puzzles. Oh, how I love them. I love them so much. Not really. Right when you thought I couldn't get any more sarcastic, I went ahead and made myself even more sarcastic than I was before. Which, wow, that is quite the statement. Even more sarcastic than I was before. I didn't even know that level of sarcasm was humanly possible. But here we are. We don't want to complete that just yet, because I would prefer to combine the Imaginate chunks together first, even though that seems to be asking too much. Just get all the pieces together. There we go. That's more like it. Now we can get out of here, because more Imaginate chests for Mario, don't you know? So, let's kill these fellas. Bish bash bosh, we got them all. Yes, open sesame, and now just like that we can acquire hopefully another piece of bathroom break set. This is a night weapon, so not part of the bathroom break set. I don't think an angel sword is particularly safe for the bathroom. Okay, let's take them out. There we go. Sweet. Now that they're out of here, let us finish off what areas remain. Something's telling me we have to go through this twice in order to get the parts of the bathroom break set we're missing. Why they couldn't just let us get them all on the first go around, I don't understand. These developers just clearly didn't know the definition of fun when designing the Rat Kingdom. Now did they? Into the glowy yellow thing. Great. So excited for this. As you can tell from the tone of my voice, I've never been more pumped for a video game. So let us complete this one. Now this is a puzzle I was dreading. You thought the ones earlier were bad? Oh, we ain't seen nothing yet. But at least we combined all the Imaginate chunks so that we can not have to worry about doing that again.
One eternity later.
Oh boy, am I glad that's over. Okay, give me the fruits of my labour already. I have earned this. It's some brand new arms, the cleaning arms from the bathroom break set. What I want to know is, why can't we get the other 2 pieces on the first go around? Why have the developers made this as tedious as possible? Like, seriously, they have taken the anti-fun route, and it is a shame, really, that they had to find the most tedious go-around for this level that they possibly could have imagined. So that being said, let's speak with Softball, get out of this level, so that then we have the joy of doing it all over again. Okay, so I'm playing through this level for a second time right now, and for a level, just as you thought it couldn't get any worse, it decided to go on ahead and glitch for camera for me, making the platforming section with these here blocks even more difficult than it needed to be. But as you can tell, I have swapped out for Dark Wolfgang instead. Give Werewolf fella some of the screen time he deserves. And now the camera's decided it wants to, you know, pop back into action again. But hey, at least now we get a front row seat to the obliteration of these enemies before you. This is me taking out my revenge on every single time the rats have annoyed me. And boy, that is a very high number indeed. So let's check what's through here. I believe this is hopefully going to be one of the final bathroom break set pieces we're missing. It's an alternate piece of gear, so that's definitely a good sign. The toilet bowler, so we're 1 piece away from completing the bathroom break set. As you saw right there the second time around, there was actually a Imaginite chest in that location. But the first time around, said Imaginite chest was nowhere to be seen, because that's just how this level functions. Instead of allowing us to do it all the first go around, instead for developers, as we've previously established, just turned around and went, nah, we're not going to make this any fun whatsoever. And once again, this is just a part of the level that's full of nothingness. The rat tail circle, it's not even like getting all areas found in Rat Kingdom is of any importance whatsoever. It's not like regular levels where you miss areas and lose out on the stars because of it. So it's not as tedious that way. For one thing, Rat Kingdom did that is better than regular levels in this game. I didn't think that that was something Rat Kingdom was capable of accomplishing. Anyway, let's head back through here, because we have more puzzles to complete, because I did so well completing this puzzle the first time now, didn't I? Boom, let's take him out, let's take him out, let's take him out. Oh yeah, this is what we're talking about. Boom, knock him back some more. And then, boom, boom, shake the room. I almost feel sorry for him. Yeah, not really. These rats got what they fucking deserve, as the Joker once said. You get what you fucking deserve, indeed. So, here comes another puzzle. Yay! Said no one ever. Luckily, after the puzzle was said and done, I first got jump scared by a bunch of enemies, but then after they were obliterated by the might of my heartbone arrow, it has granted us the final piece of our bathroom break set. So finally, with that been completed, we can get the hell out of here. I have never looked forward so much to finishing a portion of a game ever in my entire life. That's how terrible this is. Getting through it, something has felt like a chore, but you know what? Having completed it at the end of it all, it has filled me with so much satisfaction that I never have to come here ever again. In fact, the whole idea of never having to come back here ever again fills me with so much joy that I don't think this moment could ever be topped. This is my number one moment of all time. The day I get married, the day I have kids, it's just not going to quite compare to how awesome it is to the knowledge that I never have to come to Rat Kingdom ever again. It's been done twice and never again. So when it comes to the Griffin Park Observatory, the only thing we're missing for our triple star completion is an area. Now I believe, and if I believe so correctly, it would be the Jungle Brook area, hidden all the way up here, and just like that, that is indeed the area from Griffin Park Observatory that we missed the first time. We can smash through this rook right now, once again with Wolfgang's epic skills. And what exactly was up here in this super secretive spot? Something so difficult that after having gone through this section twice, I missed it on both occasions. Well, what was so special about this area was a frickin' egg in the nest, and to get back here to the ancient ruins, we utilise the waterfall, which is a one-way system, by the way. We can come down it, but we can't jump back up it, making this area back here even more obscure and out of view. This is such a difficult area to find. It not having a collectible associated with it means that it's no question as to how people miss it every single time. How are we supposed to remember to go to an area that has no sense of reward behind it. And did I need a guide to even find this area in the first place? Yes, I did. I really need to, cool off right now. The best way to blow off some steam is by defeating enemies in a golden battle sequence. But man, am I glad I finally have these triple stars that I have been longing for all this time. And boy, was it a pain finding this final area. We got there in the end, and in the end, that's what matters. Boom! Let's shake it for room some more. Let's just try not to lose Wolfgang to a battle comp sequence we have completed already. That would be tragic. That would be a very tragic way to end a tragic sequence tragically, because missing that area so many times through, it being as difficult as it is to find and having no sense of reward behind it whatsoever, yes, I would deem that as a pretty tragic thing. Not quite on the same level as losing Wolfgang there, but tragic all the same. And we got a Barbarian axe for it. So without further ado, what we're going to do first is we're going to open up some Imaginator chests, and then we can return to the MAP, because we have our triple stars on this level already. We don't need to exit it via normal means. Those triple stars are saved in place as they are no matter how we exit the level. So we're just going to exit the level in the quickest, most convenient manner possible. We have some ape legs, which is part of the ape set, the Yeti set, pardon me. So that's pretty cool. Yes, pardon me getting the name of that there wrong. We got the gargoyle tail as part of the gargoyle set. So, it's kind of obvious that this is a gargoyle set. It has gargoyle parts behind it. But why call 8 legs part of the Yeti set? That just makes no sense. If they're 8 legs, it should be the ape set, not the Yeti set. But the game doesn't care about my logic, clearly. And we got a fishtail. That's one hell of an interesting tail. Without further ado, I will see you guys at the MAP. So for the last part of this episode, we are going to be completing Thump and Wumpa Islands, which is missing 2 level stars, despite the fact that we got 2 of those said stars when we played through this level. Is because I got 4 of the 5 boom boxes, but then all of that footage was of course lost, so we had to replay through the level on a completely different global save, and from there we obviously got the boom boxes on that secondary playthrough, but the original playthrough, the one that was lost, we weren't as successful. So we're going to get them both in one fell swoop, at least that is the hope, because it is more than accomplishable to get both the boom boxes and the speedrun all in one playthrough of the level. So that is going to be our goal, going through Wumpa Islands for the second time on the series, even though it's my 3rd time having played through the level. And yes, when we played through this level on a different global save, it was the only instance in this entire series where we didn't watch as I unlocked the original Imaginator chests, which were obviously part of this global save you couldn't watch before you. So some pieces we unlocked multiple times, and then other pieces we're never going to get to watch being unlocked before us because of those technical difficulties that occurred those episodes prior. But it was better going through and recording the series that way rather than having to go back and restart the series all over again, because this is already the rebooted version of the series. Like, we've tried this once before and it didn't work out. So yes, rather than a 3rd attempt at the series, we just decided to rock and roll with that. And yes, puns intended, because we are playing as Dark Wolfgang right now. But without further ado, let's be replaying the Thump and Wumpa Islands, getting all boom boxes and the speedrun objective in one fell swoop. So as always, we're going to press the best button of the game, the skip button, get this unnecessary deeps to out of here. And now there's just more necessary deeps too, which unfortunately I'm unable to press best button of the game right now. The skip button, that is asking for too much, my friends. Oh, pardon my chair right there. It's rather creaky in case you couldn't hear it. There's Mags. We very rarely see her as an NPC in this game, which is unfortunate because she's definitely one of the better NPCs. But that being said, let's swap out for a little bit of Ambush, because of the life elemental senseis, he's definitely not only one of the quicker ones, but also he's not Crash Bandicoot. Yes, Crash Bandicoot is quick, but he's also useless in combat. Ambush is guaranteed to get us through these combat sections far more quickly than what Crash Bandicoot is, even with his dash attack having a little bit of time required to charge it up in the process. Oh, it's one of these puzzles, which fortunately we can figure out just by the colours of the statues in the background, so we don't need to press on the YouTube play button. We know already that it's going to be pink, blue, blue, pink. Thank you, background statues. That is rather convenient indeed. But yes, I love the fact that this is not only platforming based, but it's rhythmic based. It's very clever level design. What's not so clever is Ambush and his lack of platforming prowess right now. I can't believe the developers developed in this way. This episode seems to have a thing about me complaining about the developers a lot. But what can I say, you know, if the developers make mistakes, aka levels called Griffin Park Observatory, if they make huge mistakes like that, I'm going to criticise them for terrible game that they presented before us when the game's terrible letters. For the most part, this is a great game, but not always. Griffin Park Observatory does exist, and it is a stain on this game's reputation. It would be so much more better without it. Okay, wait for the platforms to change again. There we go. Get up here. Sweet, we did that in a pretty timely manner. Don't mind if we do. Now, there was a boombox to the right, but I am extra certain that we did not miss that, even on this particular save of the level. But the other one back here, we could have missed the first time around. No, we got it the first time around, but it is an Imaginator chest back here, so this trek was worth it, and hopefully it hasn't sabotaged our speedrun along the way. We got a duplicate sorcerer weapon. My gosh, that wasn't worth it in the end. I can't believe the game has betrayed me this way, but Earth is now officially stronger here. So without further ado, it's time to go for a character who is not fast, but she is the lesser of three evils, because Tri-Tip and Barbella are even slower than she is. Yes, the Earth element is powerful in this game, but it is not fast-paced, unfortunately. But we can use that crate to give ourselves a little bit of a shortcut, so don't mind if we do. Man, this level is great for platforming, but then again, that's because it is Crash Bandicoot inspired, and Crash Bandicoot is an excellent platformer. It would appear as though these guys need to die before that part of the level is opened up to us. So let's take him out as fast as possible. This is one instance where playing as Tri-Tip instead would have been better, because he can defeat these enemies so gosh darn quickly. But I think Golden Queen is holding her own, and just like that, those enemies have been defeated. Hello, Katara? Kantaranana? I don't know, it's hard to pronounce, so we're just going to stick with whatever it was I just said. Thank you for nothing. Useless frame rate drops. So let's pop through here. I'm not bothering to switch out for water, because it's probably going to swap back in no time whatsoever. That tends to be what this level does. You know, we were life for a long section over there, and now we're Earth. Only go straight back to water again. Hey, bro. Don't block me like that. Anyway, what we needed was this dude's mixtape, because that's going to really mix things up. And since water seems to be remaining, what we're going to do is we're going to swap out for a character, fortunately, who's a lot quicker than what Golden Queen is. It's going to be another one of her Dark Starter Pack compatriots. Dark Kingpin. Not of Dark Element, of a Water Element. Ah, Dark reverts to his variant name, not his element name. Okay, and we're on fire. It really wasn't worth swapping out for Kingpin in that case. Watch out for these, but we're just going to ignore the fact that fire's stronger here. I'm going to do what I do best and just ignore it. Okay, here we are again. We have some dancing hula jumpies. And the introduction of this time fella, I don't know, beats me, but I'm pretty sure this combat is skippable, so we're going to do exactly just that. Skip over it all the same. Yeah, baby. What do you know, air is now stronger here. In this case, we are definitely going to swap out for a character with the air element, because air is real quick-like. So that's what we have air strike for, because when I refer to the air element being rather quick-like, air strike is exactly what I mean. Okay, so here we go. He's all spawned in. Let's pop up here as fast as ASAP. Don't you dare squish me. That would be rude if you were to squish me. Oh yes, they haven't squished me. Anyway, I'm pretty sure there is also another boombox around here somewhere. Unfortunately, it is finding it. Let's drop down there. That does not seem to be where the boombox is hidden. In fact, I don't think the boombox is in this section period, is what is looking to be the case. So I just wasted all that time for no reason whatsoever, apparently. Do not squash me. That would be rude. Luckily for us, we can speedrun through this so quickly, the level never saw it coming. Oh, until that guy slowed me down. How awful would it have been, indeed. Okay, here's Sparrow with what would be Dr. Neo Cortex's minigame, usually, but obviously we don't need to worry about that, seeing as it has been completed already. Okay, let's use that shortcut. Sweet. Oh, we took damage the long way, but that is fine. This is fine. As is facing up against this big old fella right here. Let's take him down. Take him down. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, we're taking a lot of damage here, but just now have I realised that the area has changed again to light. This level just can't seem to pick a lane and stick to it. But this is what we have our Light Smasher for, and we're swapping out for our Light Smasher. He's not as quick as Aurora, but how quickly he defeats enemies makes up for his lack of movement speed. Even though this guy, his taste in anything should really be called into question, because he's a Jetpack fan, okay? So his opinions are very much questionable. Oh my gosh, it's Crash Bandicoot 2.0, but we're not going to have to worry about that because it's already having been said and dealt with. Don't crush me anyway, it really doesn't care. Okay, maybe this is the location that I was thinking of earlier that has a boombox. Hey, I kill you! I guess that was somewhat deaf. Anyway, what's back here? Absolutely nothing. Oh, but there is explosive, which I'm just going to use on myself, apparently. Jump back up there, wait for these guys. Go! 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 Not quite go enough, apparently. Okay, that boombox has been found already, so there's only one more boombox remaining in the level, which I'm hoping is the one that we missed the first time, because otherwise, it would have meant that we still are going to be unsuccessful with fixing up all the boomboxes in this level, which means we would have failed the very same objective that we are looking to complete on this go-around of the level, and boy, wouldn't that be annoying, we having to go through this all over again. Dark is stronger here, but I believe after Dark, it swaps back to Imaginator, so I might as well just bend the rules this once and stick to my Light Smasher, because frankly I can't be asked to rotate that frequently between all of my characters. Hey fellas, how's it poppin', Mags and Spyro over here? So yes, where is that final boombox is the question. I know it's around here somewhere. Actually, it's not back here on this bridge. You can kind of see it off in the distance over there. Okay, so we need those two and then those two. Cool. Let's get that sorted out then. Boom, boom, and then those two want bringing down a peg. Boom. Boom. And then one more does the trick. There we go. Get me out of here, man. Don't be wasting my time like this. But yes, earlier when I said it wasn't worth swapping out for the dark element characters, obviously this here is what I meant. Okay, here we go. Let's take him out. And just like that, fix all the boom boxes has been dealt with. That's what we're talking about. That was indeed the one that we missed the first time around. Obviously we got it on the other playthrough we did on a different global save. When we came back to redo this level after technical difficulties made it so the original footage was lost. Okay, here we go, and in the original footage that was the boombox that we did indeed miss. Oh, can I just skip all of this stuff as well, was the question? Ow, this is fine, that shockwave barely did anything whatsoever. But my platforming skills definitely need to be called into question. I pressed the jump button, video game! What do you mean I didn't jump? Yeah, the first time, shame on me I guess, but the second time is shame on the video game, because I swear to you, I pushed off the X button and the video game did not do as I asked for it to do. My inputs were just kind of ignored, a bit like Smash Bros. All over again. The game doesn't care about what I input, the game has a mind of its own. Okay, that one's going all the way up there. And then this one next to it wants to follow in its path, apparently. Okay, there we are. And where does this one want to go? Right there, apparently. These two, we're just going to guess where they want to go, rather than watching it have to play out again. So they don't want to go there. Do they want to go there? Yes! Sweet, that was much quicker than watching the thing have to play out again. What are we missing? Oh no, it's right, the thing just didn't bother lowering. Let's grab that pizza in case you wind up needing it. That 160 health could be the difference between victory and defeat over here. So yes, let's continue pressing the triangle button. And it's weird how the boomboxes said fix up boomboxes and it went to 1 of 5 objectives. Obviously that's because we only fixed up 1 in this particular playthrough of the level, but it still added a chest to the vault, which means that the level star objective was completed in the end, and that is obviously the key and the important factor here. we wouldn't get the Imaginate chest if we didn't have that level star unlocked. So yes, that is the proof that whilst the objective said one thing, the completionist part of the level was something else altogether. Oh dear, watch out for those on the floor there. Ooh, I don't mind if we do that cheese pizza right there. Then again, all pizzas have cheese on them, unless you're a weirdo who doesn't like cheese in their pizza. Which, yes, I have met those people before. A plain tomato pizza. Okay, clearly, if you don't have cheese in your pizza, then you just don't like pizza. Cheese defines the pizza. There is literally something called a 4-cheese pizza, and it is fantastic because it has 4 different types of cheese on it, and the more cheese, the merrier. When it comes to pizza, okay, less is not more. Cheese and pizza, more is more. Oh, watch out for the dangers. Oh, but there's 2 pizza slices right there. Don't mind if we do. And we shielded that like a champ. Fake Crash does not stand a chance against my might. Boom. We'll shake it. Boom. Some more. Yeah. Oh, you hit me. You hit me again. This is so rude. You know what? He's about dead. Scratch that. He is dead, so we're fine. We're just fine. And let's grab all that experience. Not that we need it, because we can't level up to level 60 with our Light Smasher over here, because I don't have Heartbreaker Bookshot. I mean, he was never released, so it makes sense that I don't have him. And boy, it is heartbreaking he was never released. What a smashing variant to get cancelled. Frankly, for no good reason whatsoever, besides his devilish good looks. He got cancelled for being devilishly handsome. But the important thing here is that we got our triple stars. Let's freaking go now. That, my friends, is how you end off an episode in style. Thank you so much for watching through to the end of this video. I deeply appreciate every last one of you, since it's viewers such as yourself which make these videos possible, and I couldn't do it without all of your unwavering support. If you enjoyed what you just saw, you can click on screen now to watch either my most recent video or a video picked out specifically just for you. You can also access the entire playlist for the video you just watched. I'll be seeing you in the next video, but until that moment arises, peace!